From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Ticats Today with Brayden Neville.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Ticats Today on the Ticats Audio Network for this Tuesday, July 11th, 2023. July 11th already. The time is flying by on this CFL season, and the Ticats are preparing for their fifth game of the year here in Week 6 against the Edmonton Elks in the Thursday Nighter. The Elks are looking to get their first win at home in over 2 seasons. They have a CFL record 19 straight losses in a row at home, which is insane. I feel for the loyal Edmonton fans. I really do, but I'm also hoping that record gets extended to 20 on Thursday night. On today's show, I spoke to Coach O, Jameer Thurman, Leonard and Tyreik McAllister about last Saturday's first win of the season, the upcoming game with the Elks, and more. I sat down with Tyreik McAllister to take a deeper dive into the man that had that breakout game for the Cats against the Ottawa Redblacks. But first, as always, here's Coach O.
Yeah, we feel good, honestly. I thought the coaches have really grinded. We were prepared. We started doing a little bit of prep before, but then, obviously you got to prepare for the injuries and who's going to be suiting and that sort of thing. So we weren't banged up too bad, so we'll look relatively the same. As far as the preparation, like I said earlier in the week, there's always that fine line between preparation and trying to keep them as fresh as possible, and both are equally as important.
I'm going to be talking to James later. Just what has he brought so far to this offense?
Well, I think his play on the field it speaks for itself. He runs hard. He can block. He's a complete back. Reminds me a lot of C.J. Gable when he was here. He's just, their running styles aren't exactly the same, but you know what I'm talking about as a complete back. I think what's impressed me the most is you heard a lot of great things about him, his character, his work ethic. And all you can go off is word of mouth. And then when I've seen it since training camp, it's been second to none. Attitude is fantastic. He's a great teammate. He comes to work every day. And this isn't something that he takes for granted.
That was Coach O. Now, tons of guys on defense had unreal games against the Redblacks, and one of those guys was Leonard. The vet had 4 tackles and that crazy interception for the Ticats, and he spoke about his big game and the upcoming matchup with the Elks. All right, Rich, 4 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 interception. You were doing a little bit of everything on defense in that game Saturday. Why do you think you were able to read this offense so well?
I'd say I was just locked in. We just knew what we had to do this week, so it was just being focused. So I was just more focused all week, trying to just make plays for the team.
And then that veteran core, you got Chris Edwards, Simone, all those guys. Everyone seemed to be contributing on defense. Just how important is it to have all those veteran guys just as a big presence in a game like that?
It was great to show the young guys like that. The game was important, so, the veteran guys got to show up. So that's what we did, showed up and, came out with a win.
And now this game Thursday against the Elks, just a few days in between games. How does that affect your physical and mindset and transitioning to preparing for the Edmonton now and going from Ottawa?
Oh, no, it's not going to affect us at all. We just going to, do our 2 days of practice and be ready for the game on Thursday.
And then finally, for that game against Edmonton, obviously they're going to be a little hungrier. They're looking for that win. What is the game? Well, not the game plan, but what do you need to keep in mind when playing that offense?
Just being physical, stay physical, and, do our job. Because once we do our job, we make a lot of plays. So that's just the main focus. Take the ball away, too. So that's what we're going to do.
That was Leonard. Now, Jameer Thurman was perhaps the most impressive player for the Ticats against the Redblacks and has been a welcomed addition to the Ticats defense this season. Thurman had a monster game Saturday with 9 tackles and 2 sacks. Just an absolute problem for the Redblacks offense. And he spoke about his big game and doing the same thing against the Elks on Thursday.
I was just running to the ball. Coach schemed up a couple sacks for me. I was able to, get through there and finish the play. But other than that, mostly everything was just effort, just understanding the opponent, film study. We watched a lot of film, after over the bye week as well to get ready for the game. So, it's just we were prepared and then we executed. Well, yeah, we needed that. We needed that game. It's a big difference between 0-4 and 1-3. We came away with the win, and that's all we can ask for. Everybody stepped up when we needed a play to be made. The guy stepped up and made it. So, that's a testament to the defense. And moving forward, we expect more of that from a lot of the guys as well. It's more mental than anything for this next game. You're not going to get this many reps throughout practice this week. So the main thing is, your film study is going to have to be upped up a notch this week as well. And, you just got to talk to the guys and meet a little extra because we have such a short time before the next game. I mean, we hungry too. We came away with one win, but we're not satisfied with anything at all. We know there's a standard. We still, like you say, we made a lot of plays, but we still didn't play up to the standard that we wanted to all across the board, all three phases. So we look forward to going in there and coming away with the win as well.
That was Jameer Thurman. Now, a guy who really had his breakout CFL game on Saturday night was Tyreik McAllister. McAllister had one of the biggest plays of the game for the Ticats, that 64-yard touchdown reception that ultimately ended up being one of the key factors in the Ticats' victory over Ottawa. McAllister also did a tremendous job on the Ticats' special teams unit in place of the injured Lawrence Woods. I sat down to chat with Tyreik about his journey to the CFL, getting adjusted to the league, and his performance in the game on Saturday. All right, so I'm here with Tyreik McAllister. Tyreik, just wanted to talk to you a little bit about your time for coming to Hamilton and what made you decide to come to the Ticats. What was that deciding factor for you to come to the CFL?
After Denver cut me a couple weeks ago, me and my agent just sat down. We was talking about it. We knew that a lot of teams, didn't really see me in the preseason because of injury. So we was just figuring out our best situation. And Hamilton came and they called for me. And I didn't really know where Hamilton was or what it was, but when they called and my agent was telling me about it, I was like, man, that sounded like a great opportunity to go there and just showcase my skills and show a player I can be.
And then whenever you finally made your way over here, what were your first impressions of the city and the CFL?
I was amazed, honestly, because my first game, I went to Toronto. I wasn't playing, but I went to the game, and I was just so amazed by the atmosphere because, in the NFL, you see stuff like that, but I didn't really hear about the CFL, so I didn't know what to expect. So when I got here, I was so amazed that, it's not too much off from the NFL, you know what I'm saying? The fans come out, they embrace the players, you know what I'm saying? They really support, and I was amazed. I was really surprised. I loved it.
And have you gotten the chance to explore the city much or be around Hamilton much or see any go-to spots?
Yeah, I haven't actually. I really just been honing in on learning the playbook and just learning the rules because it's a lot different from what I'm used to. But I just been honing on that and just trying to learn my spot and learn where I'm at. So,
Coach mentioned that you're one of those players where it seems like it's been an easy transition for you to get used to the CFL game. And do you think that it's kind of that way, that since you've come over here, it's been somewhat easy for you to transition?
Yeah, I mean, somewhat, you know what I'm saying, because I think it caters to my game, you know what I'm saying? It's a wider field, and I like to use my speed and the sideline to get to where I'm going. But I think it's kind of been not too easy, but I think it's been easier, you know what I'm saying, than what I thought it was going to be, so.
What has there been that's been like, whoa, like completely different, like something that maybe took a little more getting used to about the difference in game?
I think just like the rules, you know what I'm saying, the rules, I'm actually still learning the rules, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's just been the hardest part for me, just like, whoa, it's a little different over here. It's not the same. So just getting used to the rules, I think that's the hardest part.
And had you spent much time in Canada prior to coming to the CFL?
Nah, I've never been in Canada before this, so this is all just new to me.
So what about Canada? Maybe like just it doesn't have to be football wise. It's just been like, whoa, that's just maybe a little bit of a shock, like culture difference.
I'm not sure. I mean, everybody seems chill, just relaxed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. It's not too much difference. I like Canada though. It's nice.
Pretty similar. The neighbors in the north, right?
It's real nice.
So I want to talk about now. You're playing a bigger role now on this team, and you had an excellent game on Saturday. And I guess the one play that everyone's talking about, Ticats fan, is that big touchdown you got. Just talk me through that play and that first touchdown.
Yeah. So it's just a play that we just put in last week for me. It's just I'm emotional now, and just a quick smoke screen just to get the ball in my hands and see what I can do. And I knew before when they called the play before, I started smiling a little bit because I know it was my time, to show what I can do. And I just want to thank my receivers for blocking because that may go unseen, you know what I'm saying, with what I did, but that's very important to what I did. Shout out to the guys, blocking hard for me. And when I got the ball, I seen they made a crease for me. I just hit the crease and I was gone. That was it. That was it.
How did it feel like just to get that first touchdown?
Man, it was amazing, man. I can't even explain the feeling. Like, it's something you dream of. So it was amazing just to get that feeling and celebrate with my guys.
And now you have a game coming up Thursday against the Elks. Obviously, it's a quick turnaround. Just how is the preparation like whenever you have so little days in between games?
I think it's just important that we just hone in on the playbook, you know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be too much on our body just because we played a game yesterday. But I think we just hone in on the playbook and just make sure our mentals, we focus on what we got to do and just go out there and play.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Tyreek.
Appreciate
that, man.
Appreciate you.
Big thanks to Tyreek and the rest of the guys for being on the show today. The Ticats won't practice tomorrow because they will be traveling to Edmonton, Alberta in preparation for Thursday night's dance with the Elks. That one goes down at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, a little bit later, and you can get all your game coverage right here on the Ticats Audio Network. Quick, before you go, Touchdowns and Tastings presented by Peller Family Reserve is back. Make sure to get some friends together for a wine-filled evening. Lots of fun. Have some drinks. Bring some buddies. It's going to be a great time, hosted by the very talented Natalie Sexton. Tickets are on sale now for $99, and that goes down on Thursday, August 10th from 6:30 to 9. That's all the time for me today. Make sure to tune in next time to Ticats Today.